What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 8, and today we have 2 more games with Scotland in the World Cup qualifiers against Greece and France, and also 1 more game with St Johnstone against Burton Albion. And yes, my mum has grounded me until the weekend due to that terrible joke I made in the last episode, which was highly offensive and completely inappropriate. And to start today's episode off as well, you'll be seeing a squad report and a youth squad monthly report as well. I don't really know how to do this in a live series really, because in my post-commentary series, you just see the squad report whilst I'm talking about some other random stuff. But in this series, I don't really know how to fit it in and do it quickly enough really. But anyway, you'll see a squad report and a youth squad monthly report right now. Barry Hamilton is up to a 60 overall in our academy, so can't wait to promote this guy, possibly in the next episode. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And also a look at the league table going into the game against Burton Albion 2, which is the first game of today's episode and the only club game in today's episode. We're in 3rd place right now. Of course, our last 3 games, we had 2 wins out of the 4 and also only 1 loss in the 4 as well. So beginning to pick our form up a little bit, but we are still 6 points off Aston Villa and Norwich, who are running away at the moment as the top 2. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Closing out the first half of the season, still in the playoffs. So that was my aim going into the year. So for the time being, I'll take where we are. And also, you may have noticed it, Stevie McLean is decreasing in stats. Really, excellent form, happy morale. He scored 13 goals in 15 championship games. I mean, really, declining in stats. Why? I wonder. 34 years old? Yep, because no one over the age of 30 is allowed to increase in stats regardless of how good their form is. Thank you, EA. You are an absolute joke. And also, before the first game of today's episode here, we also have to pick our Scotland squad for the World Cup qualifiers. Now, I didn't take over on time to pick the Scotland squad for the first 2 games, but this is my first ever squad submission for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers with Scotland. Of course, we drew with Wales and beat France in my first 2 games. And I did say in the last episode, surely McLean has got to make my Scotland squad. And despite decreasing in stats, I am going to take out Leigh Griffiths and put McLean in the squad. So Stephen McLean is going to be the first ever player from St Johnstone whilst I've been managing them to make the squad. I'm also thinking about Kieran Tierney as well. They've got Lee Wallace, Scotland in the left back role, and Andrew Robertson too. It wouldn't make much sense to take out Wallace for Tierney, but I am considering doing it just because the future lies with St Johnstone players. So I might do it. I might do it. Tierney in the Scotland squad or keep Wallace. I think for the time being we'll keep Wallace, but possibly if Tierney does enough, he'll make the next one. And also, guys, there's only 1 video today because of the England game tonight. I asked you guys on Twitter what you'd like to see, and I ran a poll, and most of you guys voted for Club and Country. So a new episode of Club and Country today. The career mode will return tomorrow, don't worry. How about that? Stevie McLean, first player to get called up under me, and he deserves it as well. You know, I know he's 34 years old, only 67 overall, but 13 goals in 15 games. The guy deserves to make the squad, no doubt about it. And also Danny Swanson returning from injury. Good. So time for the first game of today's episode, the only game with St Johnstone today as well. Burton Albion right now are in 23rd place, so 1 place off the bottom. So you predict us to get the win in today's game. That'll be, what, 3 in our last 4? Is that right? Or possibly 3 in our last 5? But either way, should get a win in this one. Come on, St Johnstone. Let's get a big 3 points here. Alright, so beginning to pick our form up a little bit after a really inconsistent patch. But a win here would be massive for us. So come on the Scots. Let's get all 3 points. As Davidson finds Craig, who finds Kieran Tierney down left-hand side. Just missed out on my Scotland squad. Will I regret that decision as Wotherspoon plays it into him. Tierney through the gap here towards Kane, who goes for goal. Good save early by McLaughlin. We've won a couple of quick corners in succession now. Wotherspoon will take this one and look for McLean. Instead, it might fall to Murray Davidson. Oh, headed off the line by McCrory. What a fantastic clearance. Come on, the boys. Come on, the boys. We can do this. Murray Davidson on the ball. Through the gap towards Wotherspoon. Has a man out wide in Craig. Craig has Tierney with him. Gives it to the left back. And a former Celtic boy on the ball. Through the gap towards Craig. Through towards Kane. Chris Kane on the ball. Still Kane. Through the gap. Craig is through. 1-on-1. Oh, it's over the bar. Honestly, the amount of chances I carve out for myself but then blow when I get inside is just absolutely ridiculous. My composure is just terrible. Go on, that's your ball, Davidson. Davidson heads it back towards Craig. And I'm going to go for a range here. Why not? Craig on the ball. Oh, it's off the bar. What a goal that would have been. We've been in control in this first half, but just can't get the luck. Burton Albion are keeping hold of the ball quite well, but really there's only 1 team going for the win right now. That's us, but I just can't find the back of the net. Come on, the boys. Kane on the ball. Through the gap towards McLean. The strike duo. We're linking up here. Kane could be through, and he is. And Chris Kane finds the back of the net. Get in. That's his first goal from open play. away for quite some time, and we will take it. Plays the 1-2 with McLean. McLean sends his boy through, and Chris Kane finesses it into the back of the net. 1-0 to the Saints. Fantastic way to start the second half. McCrory for Burton Albion, deep cross to the far post, and Anderson heads it away. Not fully dealt with though. Chowdhury back inside. Bevan controls. Good block by Suter. And now a chance on the break. Davison to Wotherspoon, and away we go, boys. Tally ho. Wotherspoon on the ball. Through the gap towards McLean, and Burton Albion should get it clear. Oh, they've lost it. McLean is through. Surely. Good save by McLaughlin, and Burton Albion escaped. McCrory is forced all the way backwards here and has to hoof it long, but that should be Murray Davidson's ball in the air, and it is, as we win it back here. Go on, Craig through towards Easton. Great chance here. Easton towards McLean, the top scorer. Now towards Davidson. Davidson goes for goal, just wide. Alston to Easton, through the gap towards Murray, and Murray finds McLean, through towards Miller, has the ginger boy out wide. He'll feed him down the left hand side. The 16-year-old, what can he do? Rob Hamilton trying to come inside, and does. Good run by Hamilton into McLean, who goes for goal. McLaughlin with the save. And there it is then, full time, and we win the game by 1-0. The Brewers leave with a bitter taste in their mouth as we serve them a defeat and get the 3 points. But seriously, 13 shots, 8 on target and only 1 goal. That's not good enough. You know, I got the 3 points and that's great, but we should have won this game comfortably and convincingly. Instead, only by 1-0. Come on, boys, we're better than that. And man of the match goes to the guy with the highest rating, a 9.0 for the boy who didn't score his 14th for the year but did set up Kane's goal, Stevie McLean. He's made my Scotland squad, and he's man of the match in this game despite not finding the back of the net. And now we're going to move into the second game of today's episode, which is actually a really important game in the World Cup qualifiers. Both games are really. This is an important international episode. We got France in the second game, but Greece first, and they're only 1 point behind us right now, as we have 8 and they have 7. And the group is still pretty tight after 4 games. So quite an important game, this one. We're away from home, the first time we're away from home in these World Cup qualifiers. Come on, the Scots, let's get the 3 points. And of course, with half the series objective being making Scotland the strongest nation in the world, we've got a lot of work to do. So these early World Cup qualifiers, this is only my 3rd game in charge. These are important. We need to hit the ground running and get results early. So big game for us here away in Greece, especially with the group as tight as it is right now. Let's get the 3 points. Come on, the Tartan Army. That wasn't a Scottish accent, by the way. That was more West Country. I'm pretty sure it's the fans that are known as the Tartan Army as well, not the actual team. I think that's right. I don't know. I can't remember. I should know. Like, I'm part Scottish, and when I say I'm part Scottish, I mean I'm like 1/16 Scottish, but still, I should know that. Here's McCormack on the ball. He's our hero right now for Scotland. Scored both goals for us against Wales and France. Quick free kick towards Naismith on the ball. Through the gap towards MacArthur, who goes for goal. Good save by the goalkeeper. Marshall's throw, and Fletcher flicks it on towards Stephen Naismith. Go on, Darren Fletcher, down the left-hand side. So next Man United towards Matt Ritchie, back inside towards the West Brom midfield. And now Naismith on the ball, through towards James MacArthur. Ross McCormack on the ball, 2-2 for him. Plays that wide towards Alan Hutton, and now the right back on the ball, inside towards his man MacArthur. Good football here, through the gap towards Matt Ritchie, on the ball, tries to come inside and get a shot away. Instead, feeds it through the gap, and the shot is blocked. To come back to Naismith, who finds the back of the net. Get in, and it's Greece 0. Scotland 1, 20 minutes in. Stephen Naismith puts it into the back of the net. Good build-up. The initial shot by our number 7 was blocked, but it comes straight back to him. We'll take the slice of luck. Thank you very much. And we take the lead 20 minutes in. Come on, the boys. Greece have been absolutely awful in this first half as Snodgrass heads it on towards our goal scorer Naismith. Inside towards McCormack here, he couldn't control, but gets it back. It's Ross McCormack to make it 2-0. Surely, great save by the goalkeeper. Olibas loses out towards Hutton. We just want it more in this game. And Hutton through the gap towards Snodgrass down the right hand side. And a chance here to make it 2. Snodgrass on the ball. Great little run by Naismith inside to make it 2. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. Well, there's no animation for it, but Stevie McLean has just come off the bench to make his Scotland debut. On comes the St Johnstone boy, and how about that for a sight? The first player in the series to be capped by Scotland, and it's Stevie McLean, the 34-year-old. And it'll be pretty amazing if he scores on his debut as well to kill off this game as Martin makes the tackle. And now a possible chance on the break here as Brickup finds Snodgrass, and it'll come inside towards Naismith, and he's got a man out wide here in Ritchie, and a great chance here. Ritchie on the ball as McLean with him. I'm trying to give it to him as he gets onto the ball here. Stevie. McLean comes inside. McLean, what a run by McLean. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. Still a chance, drilled into the middle. Martin, Naismith, goes for goal, finds the back of the net, and that will do it. Greece 0, Scotland 2, and we're getting the win. I so badly wanted McLean to finish that chance. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper. We kept the chance alive though, didn't let the ball go out for a corner, drilled it back in, and Stephen Naismith gets his second of the game. He bags a brace, and we're going on to claim a big 3 points in Greece. What a game from the Scots. We played so well in this one, as now Snodgrass goes down the right hand side. We could be through for a third goal here. It'll drop towards Naismith. Naismith on the ball, inside towards McLean. Go on, Stevie. No. Give it back towards Naismith for his hat-trick instead. Oh, he's put it wide. That was the moment. I teed him up for his hat-trick with McLean, being selfless, and somehow I put the ball wide the post. How on earth did I miss that? Here's Manolas through the gap here in a chance, but Marshall makes a great save, and the rebound is turned in, and in stoppage time, Greece have half the deficit, no clean sheet for us. Can he get back in the game? And that will do it then. Final score, 2-1 to the Scots, and we celebrate a massive victory, go 4 points clear of Greece in the group, and despite them getting a goal later on, it's only a consolation as we get the victory. What a win for the Scots. And just like in the last game with St Johnstone, being attack-minded is what's getting us the wins right now. A really solid display, 14 shots, 9 on target, and a 2-1 victory. A massive win, this one. And man the match to the boy that scored 2 and should have had a hat-trick in all fairness. Stephen Naismith tore Greece apart in this one and grabbed the brace. Supporters indecisive about Equality's performance. Fans cannot decide, it seems, whether Equality is the right man to take the Scotland team forward. A recent internet poll held on a fan website shows the vast majority of fans ticking the unsure box. The other two categories, one expressing he is not the right man for the job and one expressing he is, had very minor votes. It still seems as though Equality has more to do to win the fans over, but that will be possible with a few positive results. Mate, we drew against Wales, Euro 2016 semi-finalists. We beat France, for God's sake, Euro 2016 finalists, and we just beat Greece 2-1 in a massive game away from home. What are you on about? And my manager rating has dropped down to a 77 as well. What's going on? I'm on fire with Scotland. We're undefeated. We're playing well with St Johnstone. This is ridiculous. Right, Jack, time to cheer me up. Monthly scouting update. Let's have some good players in this one. Come on, let's see who we've got. Reece McLean is looking poor, so let's go ahead and release him. Well, not poor, but not good enough. Alistair Stewart looks good though. 50 to 62 overall, 72 to 92 potential. Welcome to the academy. He's, again, like the first player, not really good enough. We're looking for the creme de la creme, really, and that's not good enough. This guy's definitely not good enough. This guy's definitely not good enough. Again, could be alright, probably not. This guy only 1 month on him, but could be pretty decent. Alistair Gray and Patrick Nicholson, not really good enough. So, yeah, we got one player into our academy, I think. We'll take that, and fair enough, Jack. I appreciate it, bruv. And I cannot overstate how big our third and final game of today's episode is. We're away in France to take on the group leaders, and we're exactly halfway through the group right now, 5 games played, and they are top with 12, and we are in second place with 11 points. Turkey are in third with 8, and Greece are in fourth with 7. So this is a battle between the top two. We're so far the only undefeated side in the group, and a win in this game will put us top of the group, I believe, for the first time. So a massive, massive game, and possibly a battle to see who will end up topping the group and finishing in second place. But if we lose this game and Turkey win, they'll go into second and we'll drop out of the top 2. So a massive game for the Scots. We cannot afford to lose. Come on, the boys. Let's get another massive win here and make it 3 from our first 4 with the Scots. I don't mind a draw in this game, believe it or not, away against France, but one thing we can't afford to do is lose, because if Turkey do win, we're going into third place, and of course, I do believe only the team that finish in top qualify, and the second team will go into a qualifier. Oh, Richie beats Varane, and away goes Matt Ritchie. Raphael Varane, what's he done? Richie through, goes for goal. Oh, just wide of the post, Matt Ritchie. Sanya for the French, and he plays it through towards Sissoko. Go for goal from range, why not? Marshall makes the save, but the rebound should be turning. No, what a save, David Marshall. Oh my word. I said go for goal from range as well, when of course it was a tight angle, not really from distance, but Marshall made a great initial save, but the follow-up one was absolutely fantastic. How he got across on his line quickly enough, I do not know, but what a save, and we're still tied at 0-0 as Fraser sprints down left-hand side in towards Liam Brickcut. Lloris with a save. Go on, MacArthur. Well done. James MacArthur towards Naismith. Now through towards Phil Bardsley of all players. The right back to Naismith. Inside to McCormack. Goes for goal. And Lloris, the Spurs goalkeeper, with a great stop. And it's still 0-0. But we're ending this first half really strong as Bardsley goes for the corner. And it's headed up in the air. Back towards Ritchie. And he's offside. Very, very good way to end this first half. If we keep up this pressure, we could find a goal from somewhere. McCormack. Oh no, Ross McCormack. Oh, nice off the post. Oh, what a goal that would have been. MacArthur's cross towards Fraser, and Koscielny gets it away. That would have been the best goal I've scored in FIFA 17 by a distance. That was so unlucky. Well, it's still deadlocked to 0-0, but we've been the better side, I feel, in this game, and I feel like not winning this game will be quite disappointing for us, considering how well we've played here. Robertson through towards Stevie Boy, McLean out wide towards Russell, and a chance here as the subs link up. Russell on the ball, through towards Stevie, McLean, oh, what a save by Lloris. Adam through towards McCormack, chance later on. McLean is through, but I think he's offside. He's found the back of the net, but it's not going to count, is it? Stevie McLean, with under a minute on the clock, finds the back of the net for his first Scotland goal, but I knew before it hit the back of the net, I knew he was offside. Raphael Varane stepped up just on time. Oh, actually, that's really tight, but he is offside. McLean is indeed off, and it's not going to count. I thought that might have been the moment, but it's not going to be the fairy tale start for Stevie Boy. And so for the second episode in a row, we're going to end on a goalless draw. But unlike in the last episode, I'm not disappointed about this result at all. A very credible point away in France, and we're still undefeated to start off as Scotland manager. I'll take the 0-0 draw. Once again, though, I'm showing you right now, I'm really attack-minded in this series. 10 shots and 5 on target. And to be honest, we were the better side. France didn't play too well in this one, and we probably should have won it, to be fair. And I'll give man the match to Russell Martin as well, who I thought defended quite well with big boy Grant on the back. And we get ourselves a point in this one. We'll take it, and it means we stay in second place with 4 games to go. And that will end today's episode of Club and Country as well, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed this episode, then please do leave a like. Likes are, of course, much appreciated, and they really help the channel grow as well, and only take a second to leave. So much love to you all. Have a great evening. Enjoy the England-Spain game tonight, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.